What it do though? What's going on with TPindell? Welcome back to another video. Smash that like button, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Apparently the tonight's conversation. I don't know if y'all follow tonight's conversation, but it's like a group of people who do like relationship content. They do podcasts. They go on tour, pretty big. They got a card game and shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we're gonna go through it. One of the castmates, you know what I mean, got fired or got let go or quit. And she kind of just told all. Y'all love this dramatic shit. Somebody sent me this on Twitter. You got to see this. I always see them on TikTok and on Instagram, like the clips. I never watched the whole joint, or you see the audience be asking questions and they put the little juicy wild clips up. But, you know what I'm saying? Long Post said, I won't be in St. Louis or Memphis this weekend, man. I'm no longer with tonight's conversation. All right, so there it is. So let's go to her gram. We're going to hear her side of the story. I think she going and getting into it with, I don't even know these women's names, really. Keita, and Kitty. Ain't that something? Let's get into it.
Trigger warning, this rant is going to mention abuse. And if you can't handle all that because Trump's inauguration is on Martin Luther King Day and that's just too much for you already, I understand. Come back and see this tomorrow. It's going to be up. After the Diddy situation, I often ask myself how people could be so inconsiderate and insensitive in the comments and ask questions like why it takes so long, or how come they didn't say this, or how come everybody wants to come out of the woodwork. So I kind of want to break down abuse real quick so that the in the back that ain't never been abused, or maybe the ones that are doing the abusing, could really understand where I'm coming from. So let's make some things clear. What are the different types of abuse? Well, there's financial, there's physical, there's sexual, there's mental, there's emotional, there's verbal. There's a lot of different types of abuse. So it's important to know all the different types so you can identify it if somebody want to get stupid with you. I just don't understand why people wait so long in order to talk about their abuse. Well, let's go over some of the things that the victim has to face once they've come out. Firstly, you're going to be alone. So when you first start talking about your abuse, you have to understand there's going to be a lot of people around you that love, care about, and believe your abuser. You're going to get talked to crazy, talked about, lied to, and lied on. Keita, why? The victim didn't do anything. Why are they going through that? Well, because they're disrupting a cycle. Imagine you tell your family during Christmas that Uncle Joe can't really keep his hands to himself. Well, now you're the one that's ruined Christmas. The burden falls on the one who talks. Remember that. See, it's up because the people that love your abuser have to now choose between believing you and enabling them. So the hard part is done, right? Saying it, getting it out there. But now you have to do the harder part, which is prove it. Then you notice everybody around you that had the same opinion, had the same experience, gets the same feelings about said person, said abuser. You'll see them cower down. You'll see them shut the up. Why? Because everyone gets rowdy when we're talking about it. Yeah, that happened to me. Yeah, we can't stand for this. Yeah, who do they think they are? Until it's time to really stand on business and mean what the you say. And you'll see that 99% of the who had a problem before don't know what you're talking about anymore. So now you're jealous, bitter, angry, broke, money hungry, or whatever else the abuser's going to call you to then paint themselves more credible. You can't listen to such and such because did you know, in my cases, did you know that she suffers from mental illness? She's crazy. And you know what? All right. Victims have to answer questions like, well, if the abuse was so bad, why didn't you leave earlier?
Man,
and to that, I'd say it depends on what's connected to the abuse. Some people's abusers are tied to everything they have or everything they've ever known. Imagine being like, I know Ashton owns everything in your bank account and he owns the house and the car and custody of the kids and everything that's ever been near or dear to your heart. But just walk away. Fuck you, Jan. You walk away. I'm staying. I'm going to figure this shit out. Here's some scary ass truths that victims have to face before they confront their abuser. People might not believe you. People might talk shit. Everybody might turn against you. You might get sued and then have to be abused and pay. Might get diddied. Everybody has pneumonia. Victims have to hear shit like, you don't look abused. You look okay. You don't look sad or mad. Okay, well, let me just go home and shit on myself. Rub it all over. That way I just look like I feel inside. Victims get to see abusers play victim. And a lot of your faves are so good at playing victim. The image is like, mwah, chef's kiss. A couple things victims need to understand. And if you ain't clocked nothing else this whole video, go ahead and clock this. You don't get any reward for shutting the up. What, Keita? That doesn't even make sense because you just said what could happen to the victims by speaking out. Absolutely. But also what could happen to a victim by shutting the up is the abuser gets to keep going and keep abusing and they don't stop. So someone has to say something. And lastly, but most importantly, let's talk about after something traumatic happening, the victim having to heal. Whilst a lot of the times, whilst watching their abusers shine. And don't worry, abusers are never alone. A lot of the times they shine with the people that enable the abuse. Because abuse is okay as long as you benefit. As long as you benefit. My abuser says that everybody has a price. All those things are important to consider if you want to confront your abuser, if you want to start speaking out about your story. I'm ready to confront mine. So I think it's time that we have a real conversation. Trigger warning, this rant is going to mention...
That shit got kind of juicy. But that is true. Like, you'll have a lot of people talk stuff and be like, oh yeah, I don't like this, I'm not going for this. And then when it hit the fan, you be the one to stand up, and then everybody else silent. Like, hold on, bitch. We talked about this all together. All of this is alleged. I don't really know these people like this. This is a bit more dramatic than what we're used to. So this is Kidda, and this is Kitty Rose. So this is another lady that was on the podcast, and she be giving all the information out and getting a lot of claps after she talked too. Y'all like her real good. Says Kitty Rose giving an emotional testimony about what's going on with the Tonight's Conversation drama. All right, that's the show title, the podcast title in the tour, Tonight's Conversation. All right, this is, let me just give y'all a gist. Tonight's Conversation. This is all alleged too. I don't know these people. And this is what's going on. He be dropping some gems. I be seeing him in some viral content. He be dropping some gems. Sometimes I just seen him in one joint that, and he ain't really, you know what I'm saying? He been around. That's the lady right there. That's the other doctor lady who they said not a doctor. It be a lot going on, man. It be a lot going on. Let's see her apology or a conversation about the drama. Apparently, all of this stuff is allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Let's put that out there, because I ain't trying to be in the mix of nothing. I'm just looking at videos.
My messenger. So I go into a deep prayer, and then God puts me in Isaiah 2, and I'm reading Isaiah 2 through 4.
Shout out to Isaiah.
I stopped at about 5. But I'm reading it, and I realize, this passage, what it's highlighting, it talks about, God's kingdom, and it's coming, God's judgment, and how, God's judgment on the prideful, idolatry, those who engage in sin. And I'm reading all of this, and I'm praying, and I'm trying to figure out exactly why it is that God brought me to this passage, given what I've been going through. So I'm crying for an answer, okay? But regardless, I'm like, maybe this is not the answer that I need, but God is having me read this for a specific reason. And I'm trying not to break down. But as I keep reading, and as I sit and I pray on it, then I finally understand what it's about. As I'm reading it, I realize that God warns against pride and injustice, but he also gives hope for redemption and restoration. And this is where it got me. In my study, I realized that people who lift themselves up by tearing other people down will be judged. That's one thing. People who exalt themselves by pride and arrogance and slander and deceit will be judged, and they will be humbled by God. And that's what it got me, because what God's been telling me, because this has been hard. But what God reminded me to do is to walk in the light of him.
I ain't seen one damn tear, a snot bubble, or drool, or nothing. I know when they fake crying. Y'all done been through it. I know when y'all fake crying, try to make yourself cry. What the hell are these comments saying? As receipts, honey, no saying. Kitty don't. Y'all, Kitty only crying because she know Kidda knows her tea.
And it's been hard, because when I confessed to God in my prayer room today, I told the Lord, I'm trusting you. This is hard though, when you don't see a way out. And you're still praying and you still trusting God, but you don't see a way out. And it's like, Lord, I'm living this. I don't get on here and cry, but I'm like, Lord, I'm living through this day in and day out. And it's getting harder and harder. But God promised redemption and restoration. Hold on. Sorry, I had to take a minute. I don't like crying on camera, but this has been a reminder to stay faithful, to stay in my word, to stay prayerful, and allow God to be my vindicator, because God sees all truth and he is the defender. And I needed that reminder, because yesterday when I was praying, and yesterday when I was talking to my mom, because we had to go into a deep prayer, and I was upset and I was hurt, and I'm like, God, why can't your revenge look like mine? Like, how long is this going to take? How much do I have to deal with? And if you've ever gone through something, if you've ever been hurt, sometimes you sit there and you're like, Lord, come on. But this is a reminder And I thank the Holy Spirit for putting me in this passage right now. I'm so grateful for this because this is a reminder that God will address things on His time and that I must remain faithful to know that God's word does not return void and He's going to show up when it's time for Him to show up. As a matter of fact, He's never left. But this is just a reminder that I needed because now it's giving me peace with the situation. It's like, you know what? Whoever's spreading falsehoods, I'm going to let you just go ahead and do what it is you're going to do. And whoever wants to believe it, whoever wants to bear false witness, babe, I'm going to go ahead and let you do it because now I have the peace that I needed.
Got the power. You got the power of Jesus Christ. You got the power of Jesus Christ now. Yeah. You got the power of Jesus Christ now, man. That's all you got to worry about it. He had a response too, but we going to go back. Man, this shit all over the place. Ha! Oh, Lord. We can get rid of this. Let me see. Hold on. There you go. All right, we back. We back. Stay with me, man. Stay with me.
Hi, and welcome to episode 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? So, because I'm unemployed, this is my content now. So if you like content like this, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that little bell.
Who the hell name was Anals? That was Ace Metaphor name before? Anals? Jay with nursing, all love, working with the newborns today, Uncle Aunt. Okay, so that's crazy.
Bell notification. So this is the creator of the pod. This is Randy Rosario, Mike the Poet, Trip Fontaine, Fine Ass Keita Rose, and Mojo Dojo! A lot of you guys are like, well, I don't care about this bitch or that bitch. Where's my favorite? Oh, shit, there she go to your favorite. She be dropping them gems. This is Kitty Rose. She got Randy out quick fast. She said, I want your spot. How can I manipulate everyone to get it? I'm going to detail that, though, in the following episodes. It's going to be like 500 episodes. Uh-oh, bonus feature. This guy says he used to be with Kitty, but that can't be true because it would have been around the time she was married, and she can't stand side bitches, and she can't stand cheating women. Ho, ho, the drama, the tea. Hope we all heal. Hi, and welcome to episode 1 of...
Oh, this shit about to be a hot-ass mess.
Hello, and thank you for watching part 2 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? I just want to address a few things that have been really pissing me off. Number 1, I'm not one of those friends that fall out with a friend and tell their business. These hoes actually never liked me at all. This isn't a hurt people situation. This is a you fucked around and now you're gonna find out. A lot of you are saying, this seems a little one-sided, Keita. Right, because I'm the only one talking. So, since your faves get paid to speak on a daily basis, they should have no problem speaking out. Before it was tonight's conversation, live and uncut. It was tonight's conversation, love, sex, and relationships. The tour. I had never been on tour before. I was content creating and working HR at Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. I was HR there. By the way, since we're doing this, y'all probably shouldn't be eating that shit either, but if they sue me, they're gonna take my son, so I best be shutting that ass up. But I got to meet some really great people. I met the very talented Jay Martinez, the very funny TC Caldwell, the really beautiful and talented K-Love the Poet, and Mojo! Look how happy I am. Stupid girl. This healed, emotionally mature, ready for marriage, man. Honestly, this show was a vibe. It was a vibe. It was intimate. It was positive. I had millions of followers. TC had millions of followers, but he lost his page. And when he lost his page, Mojo Jojo said, you're no longer valuable. Goodbye.
Damn, I wonder what happened to that light-skinned dude. Everybody used to say, oh, he look like you a little bit, T. Damn, that's what happened to light-skinned buddy. They got him up out of there.
And the reason why I'm in this fucking predicament, she was following Mojo Jojo and couldn't believe he picked me to be on tour. So when Mojo Jojo hired me, he said that we were going to make a lot of money because he had done a lot of shows. This wasn't his first show. This was my first tour, but not his. He used to be on tour with, who's that? Apparently it started out a card game, but then they moved it to making content and then moved it on the road. I don't know. So one of the products sold on tour that made the tour and made him so lucrative is his card game. But word on the curb, allegedly is this was not his idea. A little birdie told me that the card game was his idea.
The card game started. I had some young cats around me who was doing the card game too. That was called No, that ain't it. I forgot what the hell it was called. There was a couple other people doing that card game, but all you had to do is get it because I had people reaching out to me to put the card game on the podcast and different stuff like that. Even the pop the balloon. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their little card game going. You can get them card games made for probably $2 in China or something and sell them bitches for $10. You going good right there.
He just didn't know how to market it right. Good thing Mojo is a master marketer. Ooh. Unfortunately, this is going to be the end of part 2. But don't worry, we're going to give you a sneak peek of what's to come in part 3.
That's what I'm telling you. Why? Wait, so y'all men really don't like getting y'all asses ate? No. Man, for what? Y'all better be glad I ain't no shit. Because I put these.
Is that the other lady? Is that the lady that was just praying and crying? Talking about y'all don't like to get that booty hole ate? Oh, they talking about them rim jobs out here, y'all. It's getting diabolical.
These niggas, I be licking ass. I like for men to pee on me.
Holy smokes.
Okay? In all true honesty, it's something about that stream hitting that.
Hello, and thank you for watching part.
Whoa.
Hello, governor, and thank you for watching episode 3 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? I know a lot of you don't like my delivery. I got this message today. When you do your next story time, could you do it less animated? It's taken away from your story time. No. And let me tell you why. No hate to you, because a lot of people have said that, right? They don't like my delivery, my antics, the animation. It's less believable. I don't give a shit what you believe. That's the truth. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you how I tell it. And I'm an animated person, so regardless of what I deliver, good news or bad news, it's gonna come out animated, you bland, boring bitches. Anyway, where did we leave off?
Y'all like getting y'all asses ate? No. Man, for what? Y'all better be glad I ain't no
She did it before. She did it before.
Because I put these niggas.
You guys were
She did it before. She had the right technique.
mad about that one. You guys acting like I made that video. First of all, I just like to address a couple things. One, I'm not kink shaming anybody. If you want to get pissed on, you want to get pissed on. I don't. I'm not judging you. We listen and we don't judge. You're mad at me because your favorite coach, life coach, likes to get pissed on. What did I do? A lot of you said, well, if that's her husband, it is what it is, but that wasn't her husband in the video. So,
Dang.
Number 3, this isn't about booty eating, grocery shopping, or anything of the sort. This was to show you how she speaks around people that she's comfortable with. So when you guys said I was bullying her, right, when she got on TikTok crying, y'all were like, oh, you're going too hard. No, she talked like that. She talked like nigga, bitch. That's how she talked. It's just that, not on stage. So I wasn't bullying anybody. But I bet a bitch won't try to bully me. But I bet a bitch won't try to bully me. So the guy in the video was not her husband, right? And so he was just somebody that she was doing business with. Now this guy, a lot of you have seen his video. He dated her. I'm not sure what happened, but she sent him a very long apology via email, which is, oh my God, like, is he a colleague or a nigga you messing with? I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't read that email. And once I see that your text is this long, you lost me. Now, I don't know why her and the guy you just seen broke up, but I do know that he stated she threw a lot of insults. She was very violent, very angry, and she sent this and another 4 or 5 emails. Like I told you, you guys can pause it. I ain't reading it. Now, a lot of women in the comments were like, well, she's apologizing. Yeah, but what he's trying to convey is with narcissistic women, they will do something terrible and then apologize, and then do something terrible and then apologize. The apology is more to get you back so they can have more of their supply, not that they actually mean it, because if they meant it, they would stop. Now, upon this guy coming out, there's another guy that came out saying that she shot him with his own gun. Shot at him or shot him? Listen here.
Shit, Tyler Perry.
Damn, exactly what happened with me and her when I dated her. She saw that I had did some shit in my phone. We started fighting. Well, we didn't even start fighting. She started hitting me. I was 200 pounds, like 250 at the time, 6 feet tall. She's 5'3", 150 pounds soaking wet. I'm like, I can't hit you, so I'm trying to get out the way. She get in the car, keep hitting me, destroys my car, and then shoots at me with my own gun 3 times.
Hello, governor, and thank you for watching episode 3 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? I know a lot of you don't like my delivery. I got this message today. When you do your next story time, could you do it less animated? It's taken away from your...
Damn, man. Bye, bye, bye.
And pop goes the bad bitch. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night.
How much is it to get up in there?
And pop goes the bad
$50
bitch. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on
for a
where
seat.
you are from. Thank you for watching episode 4, season
Dang.
1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? A lot of you don't like that there be smoke in my videos, but I'm unemployed. To everybody that has reached out to me, asked me if my mental is okay, asked me if I'm good, I really do appreciate you. I seen some comments saying like she's playing the victim. She acts like a victim. I'm not a victim. I don't even want to call myself a victim. I trusted a man with taco meat on his face.
Dang.
That man has a taco meat beard. That is the makings of a shiesty fella.
Talking about buddy right here.
Ladies, if your boyfriend has taco meat
allegedly
on his face, he's going to mess you up. Listen to me. I can speak from experience.
Listen to me.
And that reminds me, a lot of you were saying, well, I wouldn't listen to such and such, or I wouldn't listen to such and such. Listen, it didn't start off a panel. It was first a conversation. So season 1 was me, Rico, Mojo, Jojo. Y'all, let's take a poll, guys. Do you like Mojo, Jojo? Or do you like Taco Meat Beard Man? So I know I mentioned in my story on Instagram that he used to say things like, you're not going to be aesthetically pleasing, or are you working on your weight, Keita? And that this is what I look like when I met him. But who was ugly? Also, taco meat on your face. Now, Rico was the first villain. He came in to not only be a part of the podcast, but like help direct the podcast.
Let me mute that.
And I guess we all found out that Rico didn't appreciate being talked to a certain way, and also just it was bad. It was explosive. Now, Mojo Jojo said in one of his lives that I think that he had hired 100 cast members. There's been so many cast members in and out of his house. That was the guest cast. That wasn't core cast. Core cast stayed the same every freaking day. So we're sitting in his basement and we're all having a conversation about I just don't know what, but Mojo Jojo and Rico get into it back and forth and back and forth. Rico doesn't like how he's being spoken to, so he says something along the lines of, shut up, I'll beat your ass in your own house. Something like that. I don't know. Allegedly, it's not verbatim. And then Mojo Jojo said, use your words. At that moment, I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh. Hit him. Hit him. But he didn't. He acted very professionally. We didn't see Rico again. And I think that's when we saw him, I guess, 1 or 2 straggling shows, but Rico didn't need the money. So we didn't see Rico again. But I think that's when I found out that when you do stand up for yourself, I mean, he didn't have to say, but when you do challenge him, you're gonna get fired. It's gonna be your last day.
You never work in this town again.
And sure, I could have quit at that moment. I could have said, oh, you can't challenge him. If you challenge him, it's gonna be a problem. But I did not, because I enjoyed the people that I worked with. I was making good money. And I didn't want to quit my job. Would you quit your job if you found out that your boss was a... You know, what's crazy is along the years, a lot of people have been using words like narcissist and diagnosing everyone around them. But when you actually see a narcissist, do you know what to look for? A lot of you think that I'm bullying our friend Kit Kat, but I'm not. I truly believe she's a female narcissist. And no, I'm not a doctor. But I think when you blindly believe and follow whoever, including myself, you don't do victims justice. People that didn't deserve whatever happened to them. So please think about that, because these men, and there are a lot of men. There's so it's raining men. So a gentleman reached out and said that he dated Kitty, the, relationship expert. So I'm sure the relationship was healthy and loving and progressive. Well, he said that he was cheating on her.
I think that's how it started.
And pop goes the bad bitch. Good. Hello, and thank you for watching episode 5, season 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? Now, see, I would love to keep the storyline in order, but your faves keep getting on lives, forcing people to be uncomfortable and look at them and talking about some shit that don't even matter. So I thought to react to the live.
All right, so long, sis. She gonna react to the live. Let's slide to the live.
Conversation was never to not be that. Through the course of our 4 years, we've had over 100 castmates. Literally, these are 20, 25 people at a time coming to my home in Dayton, Ohio for 3 days to shoot a full season of Tonight's Conversation. They would stay Thursday through Monday. And when I tell you we're talking over 100 people. 100 people that's been featured on our app, featured on the clips, and then we're talking about featured on the live show.
They killing his ass in the comments.
The one thing that I want to say is, I stand on this. I have paid every single person. Every single person that we have ever had on our podcast. Now, excuse me if there's some exceptions, okay? But the rule is every single person have been paid on the podcast. And if you speak to anybody that's in this business, it's rare that that happens. I want you to know that's one of the things that I'm most proud of, is that part. And the toughest part about moving forward, and the toughest part about this process, is that sometimes in order to get fresh voices into this building, sometimes journeys end. Sometimes contracts are not renewed. Sometimes people are not recasted. And I understand there's an affinity to those people.
All right, that's what he got to say. We're going to slide back over.
I have to watch it here because I'm blocked.
Numbers don't lie, sir. You right. You don't know them. You don't
Tell
know
him.
the numbers.
Tell
You
him.
ain't did the education,
Tell
Slay.
him.
You ain't did the education,
Tell him.
Slay. You ain't did the education. You don't know the numbers.
Tell him.
Matter of fact, I do. You ain't did the education. You guys, like, I love y'all, man. And honestly, I hope
I thought he about to get
at
some
some
numbers.
point in your life, and a lot of you guys are there.
Look at
But I hope
Mandy.
some point in your life,
Y'all don't know
you
the
get to
numbers.
the point where, you know, excluding the people that are already there.
I
Right?
ain't followed her today.
When you get to the point where
I
you're
said, oh,
doing,
no, thank you. Stay over there.
organizing a national tour, self-funded,
From money you stole.
self-promoted,
You
and
using our
self-organized.
pixels.
You know what I'm saying?
Self. Yikes.
You'll have a better perspective.
Then give us that
There's
perspective.
promoters all over the country that'll listen to me talk and understand everything that I'm saying.
We understand you. We just don't
I'm not
believe
trying
you.
to go back and
Lord.
forth.
So let's get to one of the ways he had me messed up. He likes to show the P&L sheet. Everybody was talking about the P&L sheet. You know, Kitty was like, I saw the P&L sheet. We've all got sent P&L sheets. They don't have any information on them, and they're doctored because guess who creates the P&L sheets? Okay. We've never gotten any information on how much the tour, the app, the clips, the YouTube, the anything have ever made. We've never gotten information on it.
I know that YouTube made money. Because if you put that thing on YouTube, we're going to go here next after it's all said and done. You put that on YouTube and you got hour videos, 2-hour videos, podcasts, people talking, calling in, and you got hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views. Bro, that watch time, that money is up there.
The only time we can piece information together is when he's bragging. I got big money. I wipe my ass with 50,000. I make $500,000 a weekend. That's the only time we can kind of say, hey, because I remember something wasn't right with my money though. And speaking of that, let's talk about it. So at May, you know, me and my ex been broken up for a couple weeks. Cordial, everything's fine, but I'm waiting for my paychecks and I'm like, what's going on? Because a lot of y'all were saying, well, why was he your manager? He wasn't my manager, but Ace didn't like talking to women. So JT is Randy's husband. Carlos is Kitty's. Well, they said she might not be married. That'll be on the next. I don't know if I tell you what, I'm just dizzy. Carlos, and then there was Kel, my boyfriend, but he wanted to speak to a man because he said that women don't quite get it. They don't quite get it, and it's easier to talk to the men, even if the men don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So usually we just
to run a podcast, allegedly to run a podcast show and all that, and to talk about relationships openly, and to have that mindset towards women is diabolical.
Send them off to have the conversation and then get the information conveyed, right? So they never talked about this, not to me. That's why it was done behind my back. And apparently, after I signed the contract, he changed things up to where we had to buy our own plane tickets. We had to buy our own hotels, and there were no more rental cars. All that used to be given to us, now it was taken away. So he was like, what we can do, I guess to him, to Kel, was what we can do is make a deal to give you in advance so that you can pay for these things. And then we'll just take it from her shows in the back end. Okay, even if that was the case, even if I would have been okay with some dumb shit like that, and I absolutely wouldn't have, because why am I paying to work? Is this 12 years of slave? Even if I would have been okay with some dumb shit like that, why send it to his personal bank account? All the money has been sent to my bank account. Would it be because when I checked my bank account, I'd have been like, what's this for? So his manager writes back and says that attaches a promissory note. The promissory note isn't signed. The promissory note just basically says, I promise to pay, but it isn't signed. No one freaking signed it, not even the ex. So who promised to pay you? Every time you ask about the money, it's we're going bankrupt, we don't have it, I'm losing, crazy. I'm redlined. Every time you say, well, I'm sorry, you're having money issues, it's I'm not having money issues, I got big money. So you never quite know. That's why he was shaking and flailing. Also, I'd like to talk about the public support of my colleagues, right? The people that I've been on the pod with. I've never asked for public support. I never said, you better like this comment or say this or that. I stand alone because I can stand alone. I don't need anybody to say.
Somebody said right here, I literally didn't know this was his show. I didn't know this was his show either. When I used to see the clips, he was the most annoying person. Always overly clapping, jumping up, running around. But it makes sense now. He was getting the audience into it, gassing everybody up, getting the people going. It make more sense now.
I left because of, or I believe her, or I had these kind of conversations. All I need people to do is, when I'm lying, stop me. Contracts were changed out the blue. New changes couldn't happen so fast they couldn't be put on the contract. It just every single day was a mess of like, what? So yes, most of the time he did pay on time, with exceptions, as he stated. You can write the manager, complain, say this isn't right, wait, what's going on? All you're going to get is a long, drawn-out response that the same shit that he's going to tell you, but long and drawn out with big words. Now, I still haven't gone over the fact that he called me several times to get a hold of my merch, right? He wanted my merch. He wanted to take control of it. Even though I said I already had a crew, I already had my situated, I did not need help. He called me every single day until I said, okay. I had a lot going on. My address had been leaked. There's a lot of, I found out my address was leaked. I was moving. I had a lot going on. So I said, okay. And I didn't even get to the part where he wouldn't give me my merch back unless I said thank you and bought a bottle of tequila. And he put it in an email, and I thought he was joking, but little did I know he was not kidding at all. Hello, and thank you for watching.
Damn. But you threw a picture in the mix? Let me see what you got going on. You threw a picture in the mix. Got that weight down. Looking good, though.
Hello, my fellow crash outs, and thank you for watching episode 6 of Who the F Did I Work For? Had to censor myself. They're trying to take my pages. If you no longer see me on any of the platforms, follow my YouTube. That means Mojo Jojo 1. So there's a rumor that Mojo Jojo is smashing everybody on the cast, and I don't know where y'all came up with that. But I do know I did say he was dibbling and dabbling for show. Yeah, okay, I know I said
a little dibbling dab.
I got something on my shirt. So this is my very first tour. I'm getting to perform. I'm seeing new fans in new cities. I love this experience, but I'm starting to get irritated, and I'm telling K-Love this. I'm starting to get irritated at Mojo Jojo and the things he would say on stage, especially like if you're in an otherwise healthy and happy marriage, and he decides to cheat on you, your husband decides to cheat on you, you shouldn't leave because otherwise, like other than that, you were happy. Well, clearly we weren't happy because I'm getting cheated on. So that's the stuff that I would say that would make him very mad. And he would only show that after we got off stage. So then I realized, okay.
Allegedly, you can't even have your own opinion on the damn podcast. That's stupid.
Okay, I'm going to have to censor myself because he's not going to let me really express. So aside from all the women that, like, the fans that would sleep with Mojo Jojo, because this is when I found out that tour life means a lot of effing is going on. A lot of boot scooting, boogieing. So aside from all the women that he would sleep with on tour, he would sleep with, you know, his assistants. So I met one of his assistants that let me know that he get down. Got a couple kinks as well. I'm not shaming it, but it does involve throw up. So Kit Kat ain't the only one that just loves bodily functions. Bodily fluids, I meant. I'm sorry, I'm really frazzled by a lot of all this. I don't kink shame, but I don't think it's...
You be kink shaming a little bit. You shamed it. This is the second time around you say you don't kink shame. You kink shame. If it surprises you, you shame it a little bit. Come on now.
Wrong to be kink surprised. Imagine a close friend being like, I just need to be pooped on. Every day I think about it. Love it. So after every show, we like to go out and eat, celebrate. And I remember being in Dayton, Ohio, and talking to his wife and basically telling them that they had amazing husbands because I seen them do their job and go home. And they really showed me that married men can absolutely be in front of a whole bunch of women that are open and ready to pop it up.
You got to think, you go to a show like that, all that relationship talking, they gonna talk about sex, the drinks is flowing. The predominantly, the 88% of the audience is women. They gonna be hot and bothered by the end of that. Single fellas, if you're looking for something, go to one of these. Go to one of these, be dressed up and look good. And pander. You in there. Y'all still falling for these dudes pandering?
To pop it out, they can see that and say, what I got at home is more precious, and go to their hotel room and not be frazzle-dazzling in the lobby.
Yep, in that lobby. That's what happened.
And this is where I learned that cheating on your significant other or your spouse doesn't only hurt your significant other, but it really makes everybody around the situation feel uncomfortable. Because as I'm speaking to these ladies, his girl comes up and says, well, what about Mojo Jojo?
Hold on now. Hold on. So she told these two that, man, y'all are great men just because they're faithful. And they might be great men. I'm just breaking this shit down. But then Mojo Jojo lady come over there and you don't say the same. He said, what about, you damn near dry snitching. You better.
You're saying he's faithful. What about him? So I would like to take a poll. If you knew that your boss was unfaithful and at the company Christmas party, his wife asks you, what are you going to say? Are you going to tell her the truth?
Absolutely not. Not if my boss do the hell he want to do. It ain't none of my business. It ain't lady boss or man boss. It ain't none of my. That's the number one thing you got to do. You got to stay out of people's business. Because I've told ninjas that their girl was cheating. And I've told women that I was friends with, hey, your man out here cheating. And then they go confront the person. Then they leak that it came from you. Throw you under the bus. Don't even hold it down. And then they get back together. So what that leave you? Missing a friend now. Now you don't even have a friend. Now you don't got a job. And guess what? That's what his girlfriend or wife gonna do. They gonna get back together, fam. I just mind my own damn business. You know what I'm saying? I be chilling, man. I be chilling. I learn my lesson, bro.
Or are you gonna say, yeah, he's absolutely faithful. He's just like the rest of them. He's doing good. Well, if your answer was not the latter one, because mine was, I looked at her right in her face and I was like, he is faithful. Yeah, he really loves you. I didn't know what else to say. I did not want to lose my job.
Okay, so she lied. Yeah, I ain't lose my job. I ain't gonna do that. I done hit the shit by mistake, y'all. We gotta run that bit back. My bad.
Hello, my fellow crash outs, and thank you for watching episode 6 of Who the F Did I Work For?
I wish there was a way we could fast forward, man. But yeah, listen, I done been in predicaments where I tell people, hey, your spouse cheated, such this happened. Hey, man, look, just watch out when she do this. And then they go back and tell the girl how you found out. T said he saw you. He said so. I've seen dudes, girls out, and they come to me talking, you ain't gonna tell them, is you? And I said something like this. After I'd already been hemmed up, I said, listen, you tell them before I tell them. You know what I'm saying? You can do something like that. Either you tell them or I'm going to tell them. But that was just on some friend stuff. If it's a coworker, or let me keep it. If it's a boss, my boss, oh no, I'm minding my business. But what y'all doing in the comments? Let me know. I'm minding my damn business, man. I ain't got time to lose.
You shouldn't leave because otherwise, other than that, you were happy. Well, clearly we weren't happy.
Minding my business.
Because I'm getting cheated on. So that's the stuff that I would say that would make him very mad. And he would only show that after we got off stage. So then I realized, okay, I'm going to have to censor myself because he's not going to let me really express. Right. So aside from all the women.
Yeah. And then when you on that tour life, that tour, I ain't never really been on tour. I played ball and we had away games and we had different stuff like that. Even now with these football players in college, I can only imagine how crazy it is because they can find these athletes on social media and DM them, hey, you're going to be playing my school. You're going to be playing my team. You're going to be in my city. You're going to be in my city for this. And I would love to, you know what I'm saying? That's how it pop off, you know? So I can only imagine with the tour of these women that's coming ready to throw that box. You know what I mean? They, for some reason, like if you book out a hotel and y'all doing the show here, y'all probably stay here. It ain't nothing but let's go upstairs. It's wild out here.
Imagine a close friend being like, I just need to be pooped on. Every day I think.
Yeah, man. They just come upstairs and then it's go time, man. Ready for you too. Excited. Can't wait. They feel like you don't even got to get to know the women or get to know the men for the ladies because they've been watching you so much. They feel like they know you. So you get to skip all kinds of processes. They like your personality. You're already funny. They just ready for you. They horned up, hot, and ready.
To pop it out, they can see that
Tour
and say, what I got at home is more precious
Tour
and go
life,
to
baby.
the hotel room and not be frazzle-dazzling in the lobby. And this is where I learned that cheating on your significant other or your spouse doesn't only hurt your significant other, but it really makes everybody around the situation feel uncomfortable. Because as I'm speaking to these ladies, his girl comes up and says, well, what about Mojo Jojo? You're saying he's faithful. What about him?
Damn.
So I would like to take a poll.
Yeah.
If you knew that your boss was unfaithful and at the company Christmas party, his wife asks
y'all vote in the comment section.
What are you going to say? Are you going to tell her the truth?
I told y'all already what I said.
Yeah, he's absolutely faithful. He's just like the rest of them. He's doing good. Well, if your answer was not the latter one, because mine was, I looked at her right in her face and I was like, he is faithful. Yeah, he really loves you. I didn't know what else to say. I did not want to lose my job. I was put in a very awkward situation. Me and that girlfriend weren't close then. Now we are. But we weren't close then, and I just didn't know what to do. And that's when I realized how...
Somebody said smashing audience members is crazy. Bruh, it's happening, bruh. Bruh, I remember in the prime of, like, the YouTube... Remember, I don't know if y'all remember, like, YouTube Black. I know y'all watch other creators... male and female creators. Bro, when we had YouTube Black, the first year YouTube Black was crazy work. They had it in LA, right? So they had 150 black creators in LA. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all favorite female creators, a lot of y'all favorite male creators. We all in the same building. And one thing about it, you could be you could be Miss Glorious, Miss this, Miss that, put your makeup on, you got all the following. But once we in the same area, all of them followers, it go out the window. Because most of these people don't have that same personality in person. I learned with a lot of YouTubers, not even black. You see these people with over the top, hype, big personalities. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and my thing is, I've been going to events even before. I went to the first ever VidCon. I went to the first ever Playlist Live. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know YouTube, you know YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I met a Shane Dawson, dry in person. Maybe he's scared. I walked up on him like, yo, I love your content, dapped him up. I'm 6'3". I don't know. He bought my height too. I met Superwoman. Went up to Superwoman and be like, yo, I've been emailing you trying to collab. We hit, I seen her hit 100K and then we hit, I think, 1 million around the same time. But I had like a 250,000 more than her, but I seen her moving. So I'm like, yo, I'm trying to collab. You know, it don't really happen like that for black men. It's more of a like, oh man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be a little timid, you know what I mean? But the biggest thing at these YouTube events is keep smiling. If you look upset or look angry, you're going to stick out. You're already sticking out if you black. So I was seeing Superwoman. I'm like, Superwoman, like, man, I've been looking for you, man. I love your content. I've been hitting you up, trying to collab. She looked at me and said, you've been looking for me? And that's when I knew. I said, oh, shit weird. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Never mind. Y'all trying to flip this. You know, I felt the energy change. I'm like, all right, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen that. At a YouTube Black event, baby, we here now. I know you got all the following, but when they see you in person, like, damn, that's him. He look big in person. He did that big, got muscle. Big really kiki. Big really command the room. Big really could get on stage and talk to a couple thousand people and not be overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? Because some of your favorite creators, they say, hey, we want to put you on stage. We're going to do a show at Howard. We're going to do a show. Motherfuckers went in panic mode. They ain't never been up front of people. I didn't already did all that before. Did stand up, spoke in front of people. A lot of people don't realize I used to be in acting and fine arts. When I was a child, I had to kind of pick between sports. We ranting right now. I was Mowgli in the Jungle Book. You know what I'm saying? I was the prince. And another joint. But I'm talking about elementary school stuff. But I've been on stage and in front of people. I like entertaining people. I like chopping it up. I do not shy away from attention. But, you know, getting taller, being bigger, being, I guess, a somewhat handsome guy, it could be threatening to other people. So I've kind of sometimes I'll dim it down because I don't want everybody to be like, I don't need to be out in front all the time. I don't need that. But best believe it. I say all that to say, but best believe at this YouTube Black event, we went to the first one. Phenomenal time. Great workshops. Great people. Great to meet everybody. Great to be around like-minded individuals. Great to be around like-minded individuals that look like me. It was phenomenal. But what happened? It was all you can eat. It was open bar. Most of the parties was. People knew people in LA. The first one was in LA. They started bringing their friends in, and it got wild. So other creators was like getting jealous, and some people getting attention stolen from them. Because you think about it, if we got 100 creators, the women creators normally walking around like they doing hair, they doing beauty, they're like the standard. They was bringing in the thotties. The fellas was bringing in the thotties that was busting it wide open and was having fun. The women was too cute for school. No, I'm not doing that. I'm above that. The dudes was bringing in that competition. You know what I'm saying? Shit was great. Shit was crazy. So guess what? The next YouTube Black, you can only get a +1 if you were underage, like your mother or somebody had to come with you, or if you had kids, you was bringing a family. You know what I mean? They shut that shit down. It got too wild. It was buck wild out there. They flew all these people out to LA. Some of them didn't even attend the parties. They flew people from LA, from other states. They like, I got friends in LA. I ain't even going to these YouTube parties. Motherfuckers wasn't even showing up. It was crazy, man. But that was just to show you the hotel room was nuts. The woman was talking about other women. Oh, guess who such and such slept with last night? Guess who went to such and such room? It was terrible. If one day a movie come out about like just YouTube events, a playlist live, a VidCon, I've seen little kids, teenage girls chasing these grown ass dudes down. I heard crazy stories back then, man. The kids it was allegedly. It was nuts. If one day this shit come out, oh my gosh. It was some wild times, man. It's still wild times. People still like, oh, remember she hooked up with such and such. It was wild. I'm trying to tell y'all it was wild, man. Some of the stuff got to go. I ain't going to tell it. But damn. And I'm talking about with some of y'all favorites. I'm trying to tell you. It was going down.
Selfish. He put me in this situation. Now, I might be wrong, but he put me in that situation. He didn't even have a type.
That's crazy.
He didn't even have a type.
That's crazy.
Wheelchair, little hand. I'm not trying to be rude. It didn't matter.
Damn.
It didn't matter the disability. Not to say anybody was like not able to function. I don't think he took advantage of anyone. They were able, but the disabled, they're able. You hear
he
what
knocked
I'm saying?
down one in the wheelchair.
The disabled is able. They get down. You hear what I'm saying? Hello, my fellow crash outs, and thank you for watching episode 6 of Who the...
Hey, yo, Shorty diabolical. She got to be stopped.
That podcast want a big platform to shit on the people you used to work with.
I want to shit on the people I used to work with. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, my fellow crash outs reporting for duty. A lot of you said, Keita, where's episode 7? Right? Where's episode 7? Because it was Sunday. I can't do that on the Lord's Day. Uh-oh! Looks like they're trying to take a real ninja down. It's funny, everybody's okay with peeing and throwing up until you talk about it, and now I'm doing something wrong. Okay. So I just want to make a couple of things clear before we start this
episode. That's TikTok, though. TikTok's strict, boy.
So, because I really want to thank
TikTok strict.
all of you for
this
reaching
shit
out
scared the hell out
again.
of me.
Every time I open my DMs, I'm getting a lot of love. And I know that there's a lot of hate too, but let me show you what a leader is. A leader knows that hate's gonna come. So I'm checking my DMs and I see a DM from this guy and I'm thinking to myself, oh, he's probably gonna say, sis, keep your head up. It's gonna be okay. Like most of the DMs. Only I was surprised. So as you can see in 2021, I said, what's up? And Calamar said, man, I got this skit for us to do. I know a lot of you are saying, wait, what does this have to do with the Tonight's Conversation podcast? This is a little bonus segment because I'm going to show you guys how I'm coming. If you think that you can speak to me disrespectfully, I don't care that I'm pissing off y'all's kings and queens of pee-pee and doo-doo. It's not my concern, but it's also not your fight. So I'm thinking Calamar is cool, right? And so, because I said, what's up? He's like, man, I want to do this skit 2021. Fast forward to
Hold on, I ain't like Jay. Homeboy, whomever met, knew about me, and then I need to go back to my boom, where 500K they owe me, because where is people getting stories from? 500K.
2025, okay? I used to look at you like a smart businesswoman, but to find out you quit the radio for a podcast, girl, you dumb as fuck. K104 been around 20 years. You left stability for a funky ass podcast. You should know better. Thanks for the financial advice, Calamar. I'm really gonna use it next time. I'm gonna give some advice now. Be careful for the people that find pleasure in your pain. Like when you tell somebody bad news and you see that their corners of their mouth are like going up because it's like, ooh, those people been preying on you for a minute and they couldn't wait to let you know that you failed. A lot of you would like to know what happened with me on K104, and I didn't say anything.
Damn.
What? You mean you can leave a job and not say anything to anybody, even though thousands of people are asking you, where'd you go? Every day, even a year after? I can do that. This time I chose not to. So I used to work for the best radio show in Dallas, Dee in the Morning with Jay Cruz, Dee McGuire, JJ Williamson, Trey G, and yeah, it was a vibe. I said K104 wanted to pay me $50 and then wanted me to take a price cut. I made triple then, so. He's like, I mean, you gotta start somewhere. That should have went up. Lady J left with $500,000. You still my girl. I'm not your girl. We're not even friends. I didn't even respond to your skit request, and that's why you're mad. No hate to anybody. If I'm already making $150, I don't want to keep making $50. I understand.
Hey, man, why you ain't reply to that man's skit request, man? You ain't want to do it, just say no. Damn. I'm making 150 on tour. I'm gonna see if I can make 200. I'm trying to tell you. But she
staying at a company for 45,000 years, but that's not what I like to do. I was on tour for 2 years. I was making about 150, and I decided to get another job because
a whole fucking week. And if you know me, you know that's like a record. I've been a content creator, influencer, whatever you want to call it, for a couple years now. And I've had a job. And I've went to school at the same fucking time. I still have a job. I've never stopped working.
Imagine being on tour from Friday to Sunday, working sometimes two shows each day, and then flying back home Sunday in order to be at work at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. Yeah, 4 a.m. Monday through Friday.
This seemed like a lot, but I'd have been on that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm eating all that money up. And to put it in perspective of who else lived this same type of life like this, that keep rolling, it's just athletic mindset is Shannon Sharp. Them boys making bigger money though, but them boys do not stop. Them boys rolling. You get it while you can get it, and then clock out. But I'd have been on it. But I understand what she's saying. Some people ain't got that in them. You know what I'm saying?
And then Friday, after your shift ends at 10 at the radio, you hop on a plane and go to whatever city so that you can start your other job. And I didn't work 2 jobs because I have a money problem, a gambling issue, an alcohol problem, or a spending problem, or any of that. I worked 2 jobs. I never stopped working because I like money.
And once you work like that, even when you off, you don't even want to spend your money. You just relax. So your money just be stacking. A lot of people act like crackheads when Friday come and be blowing my phone up. I hate that shit with a passion. It was Friday. What we doing? Yo, it's Friday. Yo, let's go do this. It's Friday, Saturday. Oh, we got to do brunch. Bro, I can go out like Friday on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? And there's less people out there. I actually prefer weeknights and weekdays. And even for the beach, I prefer a weekday. I don't like all that. Motherfuckers be outside just losing their mind because it's Friday and go crazy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then wonder why they hate Monday because you dead ass tired. You ain't even relax or rest.
Now, my nervous system felt safer here. I love Dallas. I love the people. I love everything about this situation, but the money wasn't moneying. I was tired. I said, okay, well, let me go to the boss. So I go and talk to Gio, and I'm like, hey, contract, da-da-da. And he's like, everyone wants to worry about contracts. Everyone cares about contracts, but do you work? How about you do good work? I do good work. That's why I'm talking to you about a contract. He said I was something along the lines of you're just a content creator.
Damn.
But I later found out why Gio didn't really want me there. I have a bachelor's
Kept it
degree
peaceful.
in media, and that was my first, radio job ever, and it happened to be on the best morning show ever. So I did pretty well. I wasn't just a content creator because you wouldn't have chosen me if that were the case. But see, advice number 2.
They'll dumb you
Be
down.
careful for when you stand up for what you're worth. Be careful for those
gonna
people
dumb you
that when
down.
you do that, they try to devalue you. You aren't worth that.
A motherfucker gonna devalue you your whole life. That's what y'all gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? When you too young. You too young. Oh, you shouldn't. Oh, you right at the right age. Make the right decision. Go do this. You need to go do this. Oh, I don't really think this smart that you going full time online. It don't really add up. And then the shit'll pop. Then they start calling you, this such and such. Oh, people, they ain't thought I knew you. When the strangers start supporting you before your family and friends, that's when the family and friends start to be like, oh yeah, da-da. And then, a couple people be like, Barry, but I ain't gonna lie to you, really stuck with it. I got friends that work real deal jobs, you know what I'm saying, for the government, and they look at me and say, bruh, you really went with your passion, bruh. Like, it's a blessing. Cause I tell them all the time, money's good, but I don't live out of my means, and I'm just trying to be comfortable, and I want to be able to help people when I need to help them. But I'd rather make $50,000 than $100,000. I'd rather make $100,000 than $200,000. I'd rather make $250K than $500K. I don't live out of. Some of y'all get a raise and go get a new car. Just be right back even Steven with the shit. And I say that because I'm not getting micromanaged. I get to move how I want to move. I can work as hard as I want to work. I don't have to ask for vacation time. Nobody telling me when to eat. Nobody telling me when to pee. That freedom to me is more important than doubling my salary. I've come to realize. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just me. It might work different for somebody else, but that's just me. I do miss talking to adults and having adult conversations throughout the day because I don't really, you know what I'm saying, get that because I work from home. And I've been working from home before all y'all 2020 folks started working from home. So this is like normal. But they will dumb you down. Even after you become successful. You could be successful, motherfuckers still be mad at you. Oh, all I do is see you partying and turning up. When are you gonna settle down? Like, damn, it ain't never nobody happy. They'll see you out you'll have all your shit going for yourself. People meet you chop it up with them. You'll meet another, say you go double date or meet another couple at the bar. You'll meet another couple at the bar and chop it up with them, and they'll hear like, damn, both of y'all got phenomenal jobs. Oh, damn, he got a phenomenal job. Damn, this motherfucker take care of everything. Damn, he tall. Damn, he handsome. Damn, he funny. Damn, he this. And then they'll look at her and she be and you'll be with the best looking girl in there. Ladies, you'll be with the best looking guy in there. And this is what they'll say to hate on your ass. Oh, you guys got everything going on, but how come it's not a ring on her finger? It never stops, bruh. People will find a way to make you less than, to try to humble you, to try to bring you down. People are miserable, man. People are going through it. They gonna dumb it down and miserable your ass up. You can tell them, hey, yeah, we married, we got I don't care. We got 2 kids. We got 3 kids. We got 4 kids. And they'll look at your kid and be like, oh, a boy, a girl, all girls. Oh, I bet you wanted a boy, huh? Motherfuckers be mad at everything, fam. It'll never be, never. People still, I don't know, man. It's nuts out here, man.
Ha, you think you worth that? You ain't worth that. I promise you I am. And I'm going to show you. I said goodbye to everybody that I love, and then I started doing brand deals and made about 15,000 to 20,000 in 30 seconds to a minute. So I knew I didn't have to do that no more. I was going to be just fine. I don't know what Lady J, I don't know nothing about this, and I don't know how you know. Also, Lady J was working there for like 10 plus years. So whatever she left with, she probably deserved. I wasn't finna stay no 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I said I quit K104 when Gio said there's no money in radio. They wanted to give me pennies. Gio said I was just a creator that sits in her car and talk. But that's why they hired me. LOL. I missed LOL. I made $150 off rip with the pod, so Lady J was there 16 years, you idiot. Oops. Sorry. And as I type this, I still make more than you. I'm not trying to shit on you, but calling me stupid when we both in Dallas is wild. So is it like smoke, or did you just want to call me out my name while I'm going through hard times? I'm not your girl, bitch. I don't even know you. Because I don't even know you. He says, the latter, and I don't live in Dallas, and it could be smoke. Shit, I ain't tripping. I was so scared when he sent that. I was so scared. Now you mad as fuck. If I was...
What's the point of saying it could be smoke to a woman? What kind of smoke you gonna have with a woman as a grown-ass man? What we gonna do? It ain't never no smoke. It ain't no smoke. You got it, sweetheart. You got it. I don't want to go back and forth with you. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you jump on my mama or something. I still get my mama the 1v1. Mama, whoop her ass. Now y'all jump on. I'm gonna start mowing the lawn with y'all there. Y'all jump on my mama. That's when all the rules go out.
In your position, I'd be mad too. And you definitely don't make more than me. Ooh, man.
What did we talk?
Sorry, y'all, making a pizza.
Why you went back and forth with this stranger? This is all right. I'm about to get out of here.
I said, what position? You think I'm broke? Ha! The fuck? I'm charging a nigga up that owe me money. Unfortunately, I had to crash out for him to hear me. But guess what? We close to solving everything. I don't know why bitch niggas like you think you can just talk to women. You don't know anyway. You're balding. You're not funny. And we shouldn't be speaking. So it's that smoke. I used to look at you like a businesswoman. Why? Because I had a job. You mark ass.
Damn.
I can see if I gave business advice. I was like one of y'all fake ass financial gurus. Make 400,000 in 40 minutes, but I never did that. If you make more money than me, then why are you talking? I don't know any rich men, and I know a lot. I don't know any rich men that would sit there and talk to a poor broke girl.
Not like this. That's what I was saying. Ain't no man even moving like this.
I said, focus on your millions, you busted heavy bitch.
Damn.
I'm not mad. I just gotta show people how I'm coming at them when they feel they can say stupid shit to me. But you're still my boo. Now, when he asked me to do the skit, I looked at his page and I didn't laugh, so I didn't respond.
Oh, okay.
His teeth are white, so they look like they're new, but he has old breath. And if you look...
Oh, she got people in the background laughing and shit. That's crazy work. She said, I looked at the skits, but I ain't laugh. I respect that. I can respect it.
And if you look right here, there's a gap because he's up. There's patches. All of it's gone. But don't worry, Calamar. I'm just like you. You must be stressed. Because I was. Let me show you something. This was my hair when I left working for Jojo. So I understand being bald, Calamar. My hair grew back, but I'm praying for yours. So everybody go to Calamar's shows. He works at the Improv, but you have to go early for his shows because he's probably the first comedian and not the last. A lot of you are like, wow, it seems like you're having a manic episode. I'm glad you can identify what a manic episode is. It means I'm doing my job. So I'm about to wrap up this episode, but I do want to let you guys know that my little red phone rang and Mojo Jojo's lawyer and my lawyer have been getting sticky for a couple of days now.
God dang.
Mojo Jojo.
She about to get hit with that cease and desist.
Has a very angry and mean lawyer, but so do I. He says that he might, just might, make things right, not only with me, but with some of the people that he's wronged. Man, that's accountability there. I really, really appreciate that. So my next episode will be interesting. Tune in.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, she just want to talk about the assault that happened to her when she just want to talk more about more serious topics because sometimes it just be seeming salacious. So she just want to do that. He said, who told her to heal? He said, this ain't no healing place.
Who told her to heal is crazy.
There you go. Tear that bank account up.
He wanted to fuck me over and play in my face financially so bad. And I just love the fact that my household never ran off of money from them. It never did.
That's good.
That was money that me and my husband would blow or put into.
But you gotta understand, some of us were told, quit your job.
We all were told that.
Quit your job. Right, but so
we're all told that, yeah.
You didn't need the money. That wasn't your primary source of income. But when somebody's
she's saying it was mine though.
And somebody's like, trust me, we doing this, you did it. So yeah, did you all sign contracts? Absolutely. Yes. Do you understand production? Let me tell you production. Production's like, nobody's going to do anything without signing these papers. Yes, I did sign that shit. And no, I didn't read them all. I
don't be signing my contracts. My husband signed them.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me check. Baby.
Oh.
Puppy. Honey. Oh,
Christina.
I'm a single mom.
Christina's gone.
He's gone. He's gone. He told everybody, Keita got mental problems. Talking about, she bipolar. Bipolar means stupid.
And you a covert narcissist.
But she's just crazy. I don't care what I got. I know how to count. Yeah, bitch. I don't give a fuck what I got. I know how to count money, okay? And I'm not doing this for fun, okay? Oh no.
I gotta feed my son.
Bars. They over there. That's how it be when people then started smoking and they just started to sit in a circle and crack jokes. Hey, but this is definitely a crash out. And it sucks that you got to crash out to get some answers or get your money and shit like that. But that's crazy.
Hey, he said I make $500,000 a show. I said, can I get my paycheck from May? No! Why? That was fun, but I really do need that I need that scratch.
I need
my
that
niece,
cheese,
like,
though, my guy.
yeah.
Make me whole.
It's no funny because kid don't know have her money.
Queso? Queso?
He said I make $500,000 in a week. He said my super VIP. Oh, let me tell you what you're gonna get in March. In March, so super duper big second VIP is $600. Well, it's $599, and here's what you get. But you're gonna still have to come before everybody else. I mean, you'll literally have to get there like 2 hours because once traffic comes, if you're late, you're not gonna take a photo with us. Oh, I'm sorry, not them. You're not gonna take a photo with them. But if you do get there on time, you will get to take a photo. Somebody might stink. A lot of people are gonna smell like weed, including myself. Including myself. You'll get to hear a couple hours of chit chat, and he gonna send your ass on about your day. And you might have to stand, and if you got to stand, oh well. I tried to fight for y'all. I said there's a lot of people standing. He said I don't give a so that's what he said. I said, hey, this is not right. People are standing. I don't care. So
Right now, we are just decompressing and navigating the emotional waters of just being taken advantage of for years. We can laugh and we can joke and all that stuff just because that's literally how we get through pain and how we cope. But we have built a friendship that was destroyed and taken apart numerous times under the guise of just not wanting people to have peace, just not wanting people to have someone else other than that person.
This shorty was on the show too, yo.
And it's very
slow though.
unfortunate. It's very heartbreaking. It was a lot of things done to me intentionally, trying to break my spirit, break my household, and all of that. And the truth of the matter is, it didn't work. God is amazing. For the past 6-7 months, I've been focused. I've been good. My show, Let's Rant About It, is great. We are touring. We're doing great. I'm gonna try to convince Keita to come on Let's Rant About It. I told her I'll give her my left kidney. I told her that. She told me my kidney ain't shit, bitch. But yeah, no, in real life, like we can joke and laugh and all that stuff, but what we got to talk about in our story is some real shit. And we ready to release that, it will.
What happened? You crying? You crying?
We literally, it's so much to say, and we're gonna talk to y'all, but like,
Damn. Don't cry with the makeup on.
it's a lot to say.
Don't get the
It's a lot
raccoon
that
eyes.
happened. It was a lot of manipulation and taking advantage of people.
Damn. That bitch, y'all making that man sound like he R. Kelly.
And
Damn.
neither of us deserve that or deserve to feel like that. Like, they really saw that we gave a fuck about each other and was like, let me do anything possible to try to come between that.
but it's not
They
even
really
that,
saw.
like it's that. Like it's
Oh no,
that.
I'm about to get there.
But
they really saw, and they know that people are going through certain things,
it's
depending on certain
exploitation.
things.
It's profit for
And
pain. It's pain. It's money. It's money. Where there is pain, they know people say, I don't want to be in pain. When you're in
Yeah.
pain, you don't want to be in pain anymore. So
Yeah.
just like these medical companies, they say, here, take these pills, because people are desperate to get out of pain. That's just what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Well,
it's
I'll be
like
in.
when you see that and you start to be like, hey, listen, this might be good. Hey, don't do that. Like then it becomes, hey, don't nobody want y'all to heal for real. Shut up. This person is just like me, so I'm gonna go this route. Y'all care too much.
Yep.
You give a fuck about these people too much. And then when you back up, it's like, and you fall back, it's like, oh, it's just like a budget thing. Like it's all love. It's not love. It's pure hate. And I don't know bitter shit. Just on some. You profit from pain. You love the pain.
Bro, all you had to do is let them people speak how they wanted to speak, and they speak their truth and pay people on time. That's what I'm getting. I know it's 3 sides, 4 sides to every story, but this is diabolical, man.
Pain make you, yeah. And I don't usually cry. I just got on here talking about old girl, but see these.
So not go over there looking like.
Look.
Damn.
No, but it's in regards to the other stuff.
And this even when I started my podcast, Real Talk, Pill Talk, it's coming back too. I ain't never want to do a set group of people. You know what I mean? Because different motherfuckers just don't know how to act, man. Just can't. Or people get big headed or feel this way or feel that way, and schedules. Everybody on the same schedule. I was like, man, I'm gonna just do guests, bring guests in. But this is crazy work, man. And I don't even know if I'm gonna get through the rest of this.
We got some stuff we gonna work on. My show, Let's Rant About It, will be.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up right here. But I want to say, ladies, stop following these random people online and thinking they gonna guide you to the perfect life. You know what I mean? Especially if they ain't even in a committed relationship. They ain't even married. Like, you know what I mean? Leave it alone, man. And it's so easy. It's so sad. It's funny, but it's so sad because y'all keep getting tricked. When y'all got tricked by Derrick Jackson and all that shit came out, oh my gosh, that was so funny. Like, this man was worse than any promiscuous or any womanizer out there. This man was knocking them down, and then the woman he was knocking on that tour life, allegedly, everything else is allegedly, was knocking him down, and they already knew his relationship status. They ain't care. They was coming to the show to hear that word and get knocked down. And I see the next, and then there'll be another guy that'll pander to y'all. Just tell women what they want to hear. Be on women's side. Girl, if he really wanted you, he would do this. If he really loved you. And then they'll try to say, I'm just a messenger. I ain't living this truth. But, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you ever see people say, right message, wrong messenger? Y'all keep falling for the guys that be pandering, and they be making a killing. They make money on their books. They make money on their tour. Y'all making these guys millionaires, and they live in a dog-eat-dog lifestyle. I almost thought about pandering at one time. I did a couple videos where it just made the guys look in a bad light, and I showed this to a girl I do video. I'm like, yo, look what I did. I did 2 or 3, and look how well they did. Look at because women, only people who share content more than women and engage in content more than women are teenagers, are kids, because they on their phone even more. But it's if you do content for guys, they don't really like and share and do all of that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But these guys have found the cheat code, and they said we fitting to pander to the women, tell the women what they want to hear. We gonna have their back even if they wrong, and tell them you deserve the world, and everybody's a 10, and everyone's fine, and everyone's gonna have the happily ever. Everybody not gonna have a happily ever after. Everybody not gonna get married. Everybody not gonna have kids. Everybody not gonna do that. Everybody not gonna grow up in a 2-parent home. It's not gonna happen. Just statistically, it's not gonna happen for everybody. But they'll make you feel like this could be me. I deserve the world. At any age, no matter your past, no matter this, and love upon you, no matter if you're never the problem. The hell with accountability, because if he wanted to, he would. They gas the women up, and the women frolic. They come through spending that money on, and I love it for them, because why y'all keep believing it. Y'all catch one, the next one hand off a torch. Then it's allegedly this. Catch another one, another one. I just be watching. I'm like, yo, look at this nigga pander. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? How dudes sit back and think, how can I get around more women? I could do public interviews and just ask risky stuff and try to do weird stuff. Or I could go on tour and I could just have a podcast where I just agree with all of what women say. It's a swole dude on Instagram with dreads right now. He just show his muscles and he cook, and he talk about how his woman would never have to do anything. And they love it. They all in. I know they in the DMs. I love it for them. I said, boy, I know what you're doing, boy. I know what you're doing. I let it ride out, man. Tell me what y'all think about all this. Don't send me nothing else like this no more. I ain't doing no more of these. It's too much putting all the videos together. It's just drama. This Tyler Perry loving hip hop drama and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, man. I hope all parties, hope everybody get their money that's due. And I hope everybody heal. You know? Hope everybody heal. I'm out of here. I love y'all, man. Click on some of the greatness on the screen.